What is avian intelligence? Most people associate this question with the well-known chicken brains. You can learn about bird intelligence from the following. In addition to having basic needs such as sleep, water, food, and a home, birds also need communication and mental stimulation. This can only be provided by training and games. As researchers have found, birds have the ability to solve their problems intuitively and learn by example, just as children do. Unfortunately, it is not known whether they do it instinctively or consciously, and this ability is the subject of ongoing research. Parrots are considered to be the most intelligent birds. These birds can be trained to distinguish objects, shapes, colors, and even people. For example, the African grey parrot, in its emotional and intellectual development, roughly corresponds to a child of 3 or 4 years. And since these parrots are able to develop, their analytical abilities increase. Birds are characterized by, sometimes surprising, ingenuity. And if previously it was thought that only humans were capable of using tools, now this point of view has been overthrown and also applies to birds. For example, it has been observed that some wild birds lay walnuts on the road, where passing cars split their shells. Captive Australian parrots, who live in captivity, often use pieces of wood to scratch themselves. And if bird owners observe how a feathered pet uses its strings, toys and the like, they will be able to notice that it has found an unusual use for them. Previously, it was thought that so-called talking birds only imitate human speech. But subsequent scientific studies have shown that this is a misconception. For example, the African grey parrot Alex, taught by Irina Pepperberg, says good job after his owner has cleaned his cage. This parrot's vocabulary reaches 100 words, he can distinguish 5 shapes, 7 colors, counts to 6, can name 50 different objects, and understands the difference between bottom and top, different and the same, small and large. But the most amazing thing is that from the words that Alex knows, he is able to put together new, and even more amazing, meaningful phrases. So if anyone wants to teach their bird all this, they have every chance. Now in sale and on the internet one can find special training books, discs and the like. The memory of birds is exceptional. In their natural habitat, birds can hide about 1,000 seeds in an area of several hundred square kilometers and then find more than 90% of them. Biologists suggest that part of their brain is designed for this purpose. Just like humans, birds are able to show emotion. According to scientists, the birds' bodies have everything they need for that. Birds have a limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotions, which only mammals have. Any owner of a feathered bird can easily determine whether their pet is happy or frightened. Scientists are currently studying whether birds are aware of their emotions and how they affect their behavior. Birds love games. However, the nature of this love is not fully understood. For example, when birds take a bath and frolic like children, it can be dictated by the work of instincts, as well as for completely different reasons. And if with bathing, at least, everything looks quite logical, it is difficult to explain why birds deliberately drop pebbles into the water, admiring the splashing water. It is also unclear why birds somersault, climb the bars of the cage or the rope, why they ride snow slides, and perform similar actions, which, if done by humans, would be unequivocally assessed as a sign of high intelligence. Bird lovers argue that most of these things birds do just to have fun. And if provided with toys that could develop their intellectual abilities, they will study them for hours trying to satisfy their avian curiosity. As research has proven, birds are much more intelligent than previously thought, and many owners have had time to realize this long before it was proven by scientists.